Hi guys, welcome to Office Blokes React. I'm Office Bloke Dave.
I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Together we are 2 3/4 of the Office Blokes.
2 3/4?
Yeah, just went up.
Oh, okay.
He got excited.
So, yeah.
Grew a little bit.
His movement.
It's subtle, isn't it? I mean, it's moving more than usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Office Bloke Mike, you got anything to say today?
£1.50.
£1.50, eh?
Mm.
Inflation busting £1.50, I've heard it described as.
Yeah.
Right then, I got sent this on Twitter and I watched a little. I've not watched this video, but I've seen a little bit of the clip of what they're talking about.
Las Vegas family claims to see aliens after several reports something falling from the sky. It's always places like Las Vegas. It's never like, it's never like a well-to-do. I'm not saying Las Vegas is not well-to-do. It's a lot of money in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But it's never, all the nuts are there as well, aren't they, though? But it's never like, somewhere really nice or remote in like a country that no one's ever, you never heard someone in Somalia saying this.
There is talk of these sort of things being found, or, like sightings in Russia.
Well, there's a whistleblower, wasn't it? It's come out just over the last week. That sort of like said that he's witness to an alien aircraft that's been found, and pilots were on board, and everyone's trying to reverse engineer the technology that's on board these but
who knows? I mean, I'm open to the idea of aliens. I don't particularly believe that these people are necessarily seeing UFOs with guys getting out of them and stuff.
Yeah, but why don't they land in how come they're not in Iceland or somewhere like Copenhagen? It's always like Las Vegas or some nutty area around the world.
One of the theories
where all the screwballs smackheads live.
Well, one of the theories I heard bandied about was, I say bandied about, it was on a YouTube video, was it's nuclear countries that tend to have the sightings. And then there's a theory that if there are people coming, they're trying to stop us all nuking each other. Like when the button's ready to be pressed, they're somehow intervening.
So these ones in Iran as well, is they?
I don't know.
Right, because Iran have nuclear capabilities, or they're trying to enrich uranium, aren't they?
But there's Russia. Yeah. There's like allegedly crafts
UK?
In Russia.
We're a nuclear country.
I had a teacher when I was at college that was obsessed with this sort of stuff, and midway through a lesson, he'd like teaching us music production, and midway through a lesson he'd stop and start showing us videos of above Mancunian Way, a UFO in Manchester, and he'd be like, 13 people saw it. I'm like,
13?
If it was there, 3,000 people would have seen it, not
millions.
13.
How many people are in Manchester every day? 6 million people, something daft like that.
Look up, 13 people see it.
13 people see it, yeah. All from Piccadilly Gardens, no doubt.
Yep.
Cracked out the mind, spiced out.
Yeah. The bit I've seen of this is just interesting because there's a cop, there's video footage from
it must be true then. If it's a cop, they never lie.
Well, that's true, yeah, beyond impunity. Let's just check it out. Las Vegas family claims to see aliens after several report something falling from sky. Let's get into it.
It is the police call everybody will be talking about. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Denise Valdez.
I'm Brian Loftus. A family says something crashed into their backyard, prompting them to call 911, saying they saw creatures walking around.
Our 8 News Now investigators digging into this for weeks now. And tonight, our David Sharns with the video you will only see on 8 News Now. David?
Right, Denise, sources telling the 8 News Now investigators that several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property. Now, before we show you that video, listen to their call for help.
There's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and it's looking at us, and it's still there.
Okay, where is this on your property?
In my backyard. I swear to God, this is not a joke. This is actually we're terrified of it.
So there's 2 people or 2 subjects that are in your backyard?
Correct, and they're very large. They're like 8 foot, 9 feet, 10 foot. I don't know. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes, like I can't explain it. And big mouth. They're shiny eyes and.
Nah, he's overcooked it.
They're 100% they're not human.
He's overcooked it. He's 100% they're not human. They're aliens.
The thing that I saw, that the clip I saw, I don't know if I presume they'll show it because they alluded to some footage as well, was around the time of this call. That's where the cop is like up the road with other people, and then they all see this thing fly over and look like it hits somewhere, and then this call starts happening at the same time as the cop is going. The cop is then the one who goes and responds to these people to see what's going on.
But do you not think these guys, where they call from, something happens in the back garden, they've got the phones out videoing? Right.
That's a very.
If there'd been an accident, if there'd been a car crash outside or something, or a scrap outside, or something had happened outside, they'd be the first ones at the window with the phone. The way he's describing this to me, he's overcooked it. I'm like, no one asked you if it was human or not.
It is a very good point. You can film. Can you film all your phones on speakerphone as well?
Yeah,
you probably got access to your camera.
There's two of them in there. He said, right?
Yeah.
He said he referred to it as we.
If I saw something land in my garden and there's people stood in the garden, I've got my phone in one hand.
I'm going out. What the fuck?
Going out with weapons.
Take me to your leader. I'm like, fuck. Let me have a go of this first. Okay.
Well, the 8 News Now investigators
that's the right response.
It's Vegas.
Perfect response. Okay.
Probably get those calls all the time in Vegas, don't they?
I'm not having this. No chance.
I knew a guy years ago who he got escorted home by the police. He didn't get arrested, but he got handcuffed and put in the back of a car and taken home because he was being chased down a main road in Salford by aliens.
Was it Sean Ryder?
No, but it was let's say bath salt induced. And then, I saw his wrists a couple of days later, and they were messed up because he was genuinely screaming at the cops, saying they're coming, and he thought they were coming down chasing the cop car, and he's trying to get out of the handcuffs. So I'm open to people having experimented with naughty substances making these sort of calls.
Getting video as officers then responded to the call you just heard. You'll see the officers also saw something in the sky that night, but the big question is, what was it, and is it all connected?
Leave her alone.
It's almost midnight on May 1st when a Las Vegas Metro Police officer's body cam catches this, something flashing low in the sky.
911 emergency.
Minutes later,
there's like an 8-foot person beside it, and another one's inside, and it has big eyes and looking at us, and it's still there.
Someone calls 911 reporting two large figures in their backyard.
No, I'm still nervous right now.
The 8 News Now investigators obtaining another officer's video as he's sent to the Northwest Valley home.
I have butterflies, bro. Evelyn saw a shooting star, then these people say there's aliens in their backyard.
By now, it's more than an hour after that bright light. Officers meeting up with the caller and his family.
What'd you see?
It was like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard, or?
They see like a big. That's what they say. They see like a big something with light.
What I saw right now, I do believe in it.
Police walk into the backyard to investigate, but Metro blacked out that part of the video because it's considered private property. What's clear? They're taking this call seriously.
Hey, this might sound.
There's no security cameras or anyone's got any
Well, how many donut operator videos have we watched where they're on people's property and the shooting's going on? It's not common for the police to black out a or is it maybe we've just only watched ones where they don't? But it seems odd that come and have a look around the back and then they black it out on his camera.
It just seems a bit odd that the news channels fell for this. This is the only place you'll see it. No shit, because only you daft enough to show it. It's like a firework or something.
It's everywhere. This
I'll set this firework off. Pulled over by the police around the corner. You say you've got something's landed. Big people. Give it a rest.
There's a lot of moving parts involved in this for it to be some sort of coordinated hoax, though. You know, to have a cop involved. That family don't particularly look like the type.
No, really.
They don't look like the type to make up an alien hoax.
I don't know.
If it was a bunch of young lads that were
teenager.
True. If they were all teenagers and they're all stoned and giggling and stuff, then.
But the dad come out and he doesn't seem to know what he's seen. He said this is what they saw.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. I'm not buying into this.
I'm not saying this is aliens.
Let me know in the comments if you're buying it as well. I'm just having none of it.
I'm open to the idea that something weird's gone on there, but I'm not saying aliens have just landed.
It's 100% stunt. The news forecaster bought it.
Was it Mike?
I said forecast because I'm reading forecast and the newscaster bought it.
It might be Office Bloke Mike.
Could be, right? Imagine that. Take me to your lead.
Sound like a really dumb question, but did you guys see anything fall out of the sky?
Asking others what they saw.
I would normally discount it as nothing. However, seeing as one of my partners said they saw it too, only reason I'm actually investigating it further.
That investigation turning up no concrete answers as of Wednesday. Whatever or whoever fell into that yard, long gone within minutes.
Oh, hey,
if those 9-foot beings come back, don't call us, all right? Deal with it yourself. I ain't dealing with that.
So yeah, this is quite weird, Brian was saying as we're watching this story. Now, we've been in contact with the family in that video, and as you heard in that 911 call, they seem very reasonable and honestly quite scared as you heard them in the call. No, they don't seem impaired in any way, and whatever crashed by the time that police got there was gone, but sources...
That was a great way of saying that. They don't seem
impaired.
To say that there's really no dispute. Something was in their yard. Exactly what? We do not know.
I mean, it's so interesting. So, like, the Metro officer sees something, the neighbor sees something. I mean, so what could it be?
Well, we know that there are obviously a lot of military bases around this area. George Knapp covers a lot of that stuff for us on the 80s Now Investigators. We're showing you drone video from above that area. And we know, of course, Creech not far away, Nellis Air Force Base not far. I checked in with them. They say they are not involved at all, and we are waiting to hear from the Pentagon as well.
And you talked to these people. It seemed completely legitimate to you. And do you have any personal thoughts on maybe what it was?
Right. So it seems from talking to our sources that something happened. There was obviously some flash in the sky. A lot of people saw it that night on the night of April 30th, early in the morning on May 1st. Did that exact thing land in their yard? I don't know. But these people said they saw some SUV circling the area. Could this have been some piece of equipment that malfunctioned? Maybe they saw something and then someone came. I can't believe we're talking about this.
Right.
Someone came and retrieved it from the backyard in the SUV. We don't know. This all comes as a former high-level intelligence officer, a veteran, was on News Nation talking about how there is a program where the government collects some unidentified objects. So this might be that. We just don't know. We're going to work to find out, though.
And
Brian,
no substances. They were looking with clear eyes. Good.
Very interesting.
Not big buggy eyes, though.
This is really unique. Thank you, David.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. See what Lawrence has got to say about it. My personal opinion of that, especially with all the military bases and all that sort of stuff, is some form of, like, you know, new technology drone that the military could be testing. And maybe it has, because there was video of something flying and something crashing potentially.
Could be a drone, like you say. It's,
not
necessarily a military drone, just could be a regular drone.
If there's reports of people going there or whatever, then it's potential. You know, something has malfunctioned, some sort of drone or whatever, and then some people have come to retrieve it, even wearing hazmat suits or something, and the person's seen some creatures in his garden wearing hazmat suits.
I think you're overthinking it, Dave. I think it could be someone's drone, like you say, right? It's bolted, they've lost control of it, it's shot across the sky, it's landed in someone's garden, they've gone to get it, and the shadows cast that makes them look... Remember, that little bit outside was raised when they were all stood on it.
Yeah.
As well, so the little bit outside was raised. So if they're in the house looking out, they're already 2 foot higher on that raised platform they're on, right?
Yeah, and if
so
someone's scared as well,
someone's 6 foot and there's a shadow casting, and you're thinking, what's that in the back garden? And they've got security light beaming on you, and there's a shadow casting. You could look a lot bigger with beaming eyes. You just overcooked it with it. It's definitely alien. No one asked you what it was.
I mean, he didn't just talk about the height. He also talked about the eyes and the mouth.
Yeah, like a kid would draw an alien.
Yeah,
like this is what an alien looks like. It's like if you draw a bomb, it's like a big circle with a fuse coming out the top. Right? When was the last time you seen a bomb like that? Never.
No,
right?
No, you're right.
So it's like, come on.
I don't think aliens visited that particular backyard in Vegas that night. I'm not going to say that. I do think, you know, something has probably flown there, because if there's military bases, there's no doubt that the government are testing things that we don't know about.
I don't think it's a military thing. I think it's just a kid who's just fucking scared of something, and his parents are in bed, and he's going, oh shit, it's aliens. He's probably smoked a doobie and don't want to admit to it because his parents there.
His parents look like they'd be upset if he was on drugs.
I can't believe the news channel fell for it.
All you've got, it's a big story. That's that video alone's got millions and millions of views.
I know, but it's not a big story.
it's a big story.
I'm going to make one up here.
You know what? If you faked it and it got millions of views, then I'd absolutely buzz off it.
Yeah, I'm going to fake. So I'm going to come up with something. As long as you fall for it.
As long as you get caught eventually and it becomes PR for the channel. Then you're on the news having to apologise for all this.
I'll send Mike out. Mike, go and speak to the press.
Yeah, it kind of does look like an alien. Round face, grey.
What do aliens look like?
That?
That's what I'm saying. No one knows.
Imagine if all aliens look like Mike.
And they're all in a flying saucer with lights on it.
But like an actual flying saucer comes down and it's the first proper contact and there's news cameras there and like 10 mics just get out, identical mics. We come in peace.
Asking for £1.50.
Yeah, £1.50
please. £1.50. But at the same time, aliens have developed lights as well, like light bulbs like we have. What a coincidence. Bollocks. Yes, me. Lord bollocks.
I don't think that's aliens. I'm not trying to pretend that I think that's aliens for a second, but I do think something's flown there. I don't think that's just a kid with a drone. I think it's probably like
it's a firework.
It's like a government drone that's being tested or something.
You're overthinking it.
If they've got
it's Las Vegas.
This is going to go on forever, but if they've got like stealth, like the B-52 bomb, not the B-52. What's the stealth bomber called?
Stealth.
It's got a name like that though, isn't it? Whatever it is. If they've got stealth technology in giant planes, do they have stealth drones? Someone must have come up with the idea to test stealth drones that are the same sort of thing.
Over Las Vegas. No, they ain't doing it.
But how do you test if it's going to get picked up by people and
too low? That's flying too low anyway.
Like but if it's malfunctioned,
flying like just over house height,
and it's going like that, there's got to be stealth drones.
Not having it.
Anyway.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let us know in the comments if you're having it or not. If you are, go and seek help. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.